His own words were, perhaps one of the greatest values
of the entire year.
of the entire year. Now, please do not get upset.
I don't say that lightly.
No, and the thing is, Jay, you know, all these calls that come through for you, it's your authenticity, it's your genuine personality and the trust that we've built up in you over so many years. So when you say something like that, it carries a lot of weight. Now, folks, the amber will be the first to go. Turquoise will be the next to go. I have small, medium, or medium large. If you have a smaller wrist, go for the small medium. Larger wrist, go for the medium large. If you only walk away with one item tonight, let it be this. People have been buying one amber, one turquoise. They've been thinking about sisters and nieces and daughters and best friends for holiday gifts, for Christmas presents. 3 minutes or sell out, whichever happens the fastest. Jay, if we can just kind of conceal the price for just a second at the silly $119. This is weighty, this is substantial, it's a work of art.
Well, you know, and everybody who actually bought this at the higher price, I don't want you to feel bad. The thing is they're doing this on a clearance. It's not because, you know, that people didn't love them or didn't sell well.
The final feel.
But when I came here and I saw this price, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I know.
And I saw this, I couldn't believe it. In fact, you know what? I actually went and said, somebody's made a horrible mistake here. Made a horrible mistake, there's no way. And, you know, so they've done this, they've done an unbelievable clearance price, a markdown. And I will tell you this right now, okay, as the manufacturer, if they just had me do the silver part of this, just the silver part, if I could reach through this TV right now and hand this to you, and you could feel the weight, especially the medium large. Okay, small, medium, of course, is going to be way less. The medium large, if you could feel the weight of this, the amount, look how the amount of sterling silver in this.
You could see it, Jay.
Just look at the amount of sterling silver in this. If just the sterling silver portion, if they said, Jay, will you just make a silver bangle in this configuration, we would be hard pressed to do that and sell it for the value that they're giving you to. So this is just one of those crazy things. Don't think it's because it's cheap, or that it's lightweight, or it's not well made. And here again, if you look at the amount of labor and the work, and also the inlay on this is three-dimensional. So it's not something where you can give a less skilled lapidars the project, where it's a flat inlay, which is basically where they set the rough pieces, right? And they have that, and then all they do is just put it on a wheel and grind it down, right? This is three-dimensional. They actually have to take a Dremel and they hand cut each piece. Oh my God. And if you see the different stations on this, because you know, you can only, and think about this, on this, I'm just telling you on the labor factor on that. Do you understand the underside of this, as it goes around, they have to shape that perfectly in that. And then look, you don't see any gaps or anything.
There's no gaps there,
There's no
Jay.
gaps or anything on this, right? This is super high quality work. It's amazing wearable art. It is user friendly. It's a crazy, unbelievable, ridiculous value. It's absolutely a ridiculous value. So
I've known Jay for 10 years now. I've never seen him I mean, you're just being very transparent about it.